Chloe. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, click that subscribe button, lift that notification, give us a huge thumbs up. Who are you passing it to? I'm passing it to Aaron, the reader today. No. I'm passing it to Aaron, the reader today. Aaron, not the reader for today. I'll show you who's the reader for today in a little while. So today, we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 17 and 18. Before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to all my relatives and people that take the time out of their day to watch this video. If you have a Bible, please open up so you'll be able to follow us while we're reading. You have anything to say, Daddy?
We're reading from Hello Everyone.
Okay, 17 and 18.
Okay.
All numbers.
Okay.
And now I'm going to be passing it on to Ethan, the reader.
Today we're going to be reading from Numbers chapter 17 to 18. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and take of every one of them a rod according to the house of their fathers, of all their princes according to the house of their fathers, 12 rods. Write thou every man's name upon his rod, and thou shalt write Aaron's name upon the rod of Levi. For one rod shall be for the head of the house of their fathers, and thou shalt lay them up in the tabernacle of the congregation before the testimony, where I will meet with you. And it shall come to pass that the man's rod whom I shall choose shall blossom, and I will make to cease from me the murmurings of the children of Israel, whereby they murmur against you. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, and every one of their princes gave him a rod apiece, for each prince one according to their fathers' houses, even 12 rods, and the rod of Aaron was among their rods. And Moses laid up the rods before the Lord in the tabernacle of witness. And it came to pass that on the morrow Moses went into the tabernacle of witness, and behold, the rod of Aaron for the house of the Levite was budded, and brought forth buds and bloom blossoms, and yielded among almonds. And Moses brought out all the rods from before the Lord unto all the children of Israel, and they looked and took every man his rod. And the Lord said unto Moses, Bring Aaron's rod again before the testimony to be kept for a token against the rebels, and thou shalt take away their murmurings from me, that they die not. And Moses did
Read
so.
back that Ethan from top.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Bring Aaron's rod again before the testimony to be kept for a token against the rebels. And thou shalt take away their murmuring from me, and that they die not. And Moses did so, as the Lord commanded him, so did he. And the children of Israel spake unto Moses, saying, Behold, we die, we perish, we all perish. Whosoever cometh anything near unto the tabernacle of the Lord shall die. Shall we be consumed with thine? Chapter 18. And the Lord said unto Aaron, Thou and thy sons and thy father's house with thee shall bear the iniquity of the sanctuary, and thou and thy sons with thee shall bear the iniquity of our priesthood. And thy brethren also of the tribe of Levi, the tribe of thy father, bring thou with thee, that they may be joined unto thee and minister unto thee. But thou and thy sons with thee shall minister before the tabernacle of witness, and they shall keep thy charge and the charge of all the tabernacle. Only they shall not come high the vessels of the sanctuary and the altar, that neither they nor ye also die. And they shall be joined unto thee, and keep the charge of the tabernacle of the congregation, for all the service of the tabernacle, and the stranger shall not come nigh unto you. And ye shall keep the charge of the sanctuary and the charge of the altar, that there be no wrath any more upon the children of Israel. And I behold, I have taken your brethren the Levites from among the children of Israel. To you they are given as a gift of the Lord, to the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. Therefore thou and thy sons with they shall keep your priest's office for everything of the altar. And within the veil, and ye shall serve, I have given your priest's office unto you as a service of gift. And the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. And the Lord spake unto Aaron, Behold, I will also have given thee the charge of mine heave offerings of all the hallowed things of the children of Israel. Unto thee have I given them by reason of the anointing, and to thy sons by an ordinance forever. This shall be thine of the most holy things. Reserve from the fire every oblation of theirs, every meat offering of theirs, and every sin offering of theirs, and every trespass offerings of theirs, which they shall render unto me, shall be most for thee and for thy sons. In the most holy place shalt thou eat it. Every male shall eat it, and it should be.
Ethan, read back that over.
In the most holy place shalt thou eat it. Every male shall eat it. It should be holy unto thee. And this is thine the heave offering of their gift with all the wave offerings of the children of Israel. I have given them unto thee, and to thy sons, to thy daughters with thee, by statute forever. Every one that is clean in thy house shall eat of it. All the best of the oil, and all the best of the wine, and of the wheat, the first fruits of them, which they shall offer unto the Lord, them have I given thee. And whatsoever is first ripe in the land, which they shall bring unto the Lord, shall be thine. Everyone that is clean in thine house shall eat of it. Everything devoted in Israel shall be thine. Everything that openeth the matrix in all flesh, which they bring unto the Lord, whether it be of men or beasts, shall be thine. Nevertheless, the firstborn of man shalt thou surely redeem, and the firstling of unclean beasts shalt thou redeem. And those that are to be redeemed from a month old shalt thou redeem, according to thine estimation, for the money of 5 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary, which is 20 gerahs. But the firstling of a cow, of the firstling of a sheep, or the firstling of a goat, thou shalt not redeem. They are holy. Thou shalt sprinkle their blood upon the altar, and shalt burn their fat for an offering made by fire, for a sweet savor unto the Lord, and the flesh of them shall be thine, as the wave breast and as the right shoulder are thine. All the heave offerings of the holy things which the children of Israel offer unto the Lord have I given thee, and thy sons and thy daughters with thee by statute forever. It is a covenant of salt forever before the Lord unto thee, and to thy seed with thee. And the Lord spake unto Aaron, Thou shalt have no inheritance in their land, neither shalt thou have any part among them. I am thy part and thine inheritance among the children of Israel. And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the tenth in Israel for an inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. Neither must the children of Israel henceforth come nigh the tabernacle of the congregation, lest they bear sin and die. But the Levites shall do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, and they shall bear their iniquity. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, that among the children of Israel they have no inheritance. But the tithes of the children of Israel, which they offer as an heave offering unto the Lord, I have given to the Levites to inherit. Therefore I have said unto them, among the children of Israel they shall have no inheritance. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Thus speak unto the Levites, and I say unto them, When ye take of the children of Israel the tithes which I have given you from them for your inheritance, then ye shall offer up an heave offering of it for the Lord, even a tenth part of the tithe. And this your heave offering shall be reckoned unto you, as thou it were the corn of the threshing floor, and as the fullness of the wine press.
Read that back from top.
And this your heave offering shall be reckoned unto you, as thou it were the corn of the threshing floor, and as the fullness of the winepress. Those ye also shall offer a heave offering unto the Lord of all your tithes, which ye receive of the children of Israel, and ye shall give thereof the Lord's heave offering to Aaron the priest. Out of all your gifts ye shall offer every out of all your gifts ye shall offer every heave offering of the Lord, of all the best thereof, even the hallowed part thereof of it. But I need to read over. Out of all your gifts ye shall offer every heave offering of the Lord, of all the best thereof, even the hallowed part thereof out of it. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, when ye have heaved the best thereof from it, then it shall be counted unto the Levites as in the increase of the threshing floor, and as the increase of the winepress. And ye shall eat in every place, ye in your households, for it is your reward for your service in the tabernacle of the congregation. And ye shall bear no sin by reason of it, when ye have heaved from it the best of it. Neither shall ye pollute the holy things of the children of Israel, lest ye die. I was reading from chapter 17 to chapter 18.
Are you waving, Aaron?
I want to go first.
No, I'm
You
gonna
want
go
to go
first.
first?
I was gonna go
Ethan,
first.
let me hear what we dealing with. Who read first?
Okay.
That's how I'm gonna do it. Okay. Ethan, what stood out to you in this reading?
I'm not really sure yet.
You're not really sure yet. Okay, pass the mic to Aaron. Let me hear, Aaron.
Mine was title one of chapter 18. I'm not gonna read it. I'm just gonna say what I liked about it. So normally when you on Christmas time, right? And you'll get the Christmas candy, and I haven't had one in so long. I can't remember the name.
I know.
What is it?
Is it the candy canes?
Yes, the candy cane.
I love them.
I bet you do.
I haven't had one in so long. I can't remember the name.
You don't remember the candy cane that used to be on the tree?
Alright, we'll get back to that another time. But right now, chapter 18, right, what stood out to me is that when they were talking about the rod, right?
Mhm.
How Aaron was the rod of the Levites, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know the candy cane, there, it would go like this, like an oil. That would be the shape of the rod.
Okay.
So to me, that chapter is particularly pertaining to that. And
Pertaining to a candy?
not to a candy, because that candy cane can mean a whole lot of different things.
The curved part, the stick is the rod, the...
Can I explain it, please?
You weren't, okay.
I was getting to it. Okay, so the red on it is the blood, the white on it is the purity, and the stick, right? It's the rod. That's the rod of Aaron. Yeah, and that's kind of what I get. I understand that it reminds me of a candy, but when you think about it, it's not really a candy. It's a meaning.
I hear you. It's not literal.
Yeah.
Is for what they call that word? Oh man. Figurative speech.
Figuratively speaking.
Yeah. Okay. I get you. I understand the similarity.
Mic drop.
Okay.
He took my idea.
Okay, how about you come up with your original idea?
I already took it.
Okay, so let me hear it.
I just forgot what he said. That's right.
Okay, no problem, Chloe. Let me hear what Ethan have to say.
I do want to say, I love candy canes.
I bet you do.
Because they taste so yummy
I
and
bet-
make your tongue red
Oh.
and white.
I bet it does.
They're too hard to open, so I don't bother with them.
Nope, it's not hard to open. Just bite it or open it from the bottom.
Okay, Chloe.
And when this crisis is done, I'm going to cheerleader class. Lee, 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 lee.
Okay, Chloe. Pass the mic to Aaron, Ethan. Chloe, let me hear what Ethan have to say.
My favorite part was Numbers chapter 18, verse 29. It says, "Out of all your gifts you shall offer every half offering of the Lord, of all the best thereof, even the hallowed part thereof out of it. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, that he have heaved the best thereof from it, and that it shall be counted unto the Levites as the increase of their threshing floor, and as the increase of the winepress."
That
is-
was
that was 29 and 30.
29 and 30. Okay.
What that's basically saying, when you give, you gonna receive, basically.
When
But
you
in that-
give, you're gonna receive.
Yes, you give and you receive. But in that term, you're giving something. You know how you have to give offering at church?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's saying. When you give offering, then the Levites will count it as.
You know, you touched on a very good point just now, right there. Stick a pin. When you go to church and you give offering, as we've been reading in 19, everything is where which back then they didn't have money per se, probably, right? But what they did, they trade whatever committee, whatever they call the word, whatever, put it this way, whatever they have to trade then. If you have rice and I have a whole entire cow, then I give you a piece of my cow, you give me some rice. It's like they trade things, right?
Yeah.
They traded, but no, they didn't trade.
Well, no, they didn't trade, you're right. They actually, they give in order to get blessing, right? So they, like when they gave the ox, when they gave the lamb and stuff like that, right? In modern days today, when we go to church, we don't give physical things like that. But what we do give is money, right? As our tithe or offering, right? That's what we give. Now, because what you said right there, that's very important. Because sometimes we might look at it and say, why do we have to give like money or stuff like that to church, right? But as far as what the Bible is saying, they have been given to receive some form of blessing, right? Let me hear you, Aaron. Seems like you have something.
You touched on it right there. So when you said that they're giving something like offering, right? In one of these chapters, they were talking about how they were sacrificing one for the sin offering and one for the sacrificial. So that's kind of like you're getting worship, you're getting the praise you want in order to sacrifice these things.
So you sacrifice, I don't remember if it was the lamb for one sin, right? And then the ox for another sin, and so forth, right? So, when they say tithes and offering, you give your tithes, right? In return, because when you go to church, you're getting a blessing, right? But as I say that though, as we sit here right now in this house, we are not in the building of a church, we are in our home, and we are talking about God and we are reading the Bible. You think we're getting blessings?
Yeah, because what you're giving is a time.
Interesting. Explain.
Because when they say that you're supposed to give to get, in church you're supposed to give money, and that's your offering.
You're still giving up. What you're saying is still. Well, you're saying we give up time. We're still giving up time to go to church.
I understand that.
So what are you trying to say?
Because Daddy asked, what are we sacrificing? I just said our time.
So in the house we are sacrificing time,
But we
Yeah.
still
but when we go to church,
You're still sacrificing time, but you're also sacrificing your money.
But it wouldn't be a sacrifice.
well, we can't sacrifice the money. What we're doing is
You're not
we are
sacrificing anything.
we are giving that money as a form of offering to that congregation, so I guess they could then turn around and help to bless the community. That's what I think
I think I got it.
offering and tithes should be. We gather as a unit or a group of people in this building every week, right? We give whatever you could give, even if you're not giving what they say you're supposed to give, but you give what you can give, right? Now, all that money goes into a pool, right? So it's like a pool of money that you gather together. And in return, that money is supposed to turn around. Say, for instance, pay for the utility in that building, right? And to help fix up the building. But the remainder is supposed to help the people who in that particular community, or whichever community that comes to you in need. You then should be able to help at least a family or two or whoever, how many amount you can, right? Based off of what we read. What do you think, Ethan?
I don't think you have so. I think it should be for church to help the church.
Huh?
I think it should only be like for the church. I know you want to help other communities and that's what you're supposed to do, but
The church should only help the church?
No, that's not what I'm supposed. No.
Gather your thoughts. Let me hear you.
It depends on how much revenue the church makes. If they have enough money to help another family, that's okay. But if they don't even have enough money for the rent, I think they should just worry about themselves for now.
Just worry about themselves for now.
Because if they can't worry about themselves, the church is eventually going to close down. And you can't almost.
Yeah, but that's why I said the church, the money that it takes in, it pays for utilities, pays for the development of that building, keep up of the building, the maintenance of the building, and whatever is remaining, it helps to take care of the congregation. Yes, you're going to take care of self first, because if you don't take care of self, then you cannot help someone else. So you take care of your particular church followers if they need help, but you should always be open to help if someone else from not your particular congregation or even your district comes to help you, to help them, right? What do you think, Aaron?
I agree with you. I think that the church should worry about themselves. Like, if they don't have enough money, they should worry about themselves. Well, I basically agree with both of y'all. Because what Ethan says makes sense, but what you said also makes sense.
See, I don't like the fact that y'all keep saying
Agree.
themselves. You know, because when you think about it, is the church there for themselves? Really?
I'm not talking about like the pastor only. I mean the church itself.
And I didn't say anything about the pastor. I'm not even talking about the pastor.
I mean like in general, the church.
Because what is it that you're supposed to take care of in the church?
The bills, the rent, the like you said, utilities and stuff in the church, I think they should be taking take care of that first, and always make sure they have extra money in case anything happens.
Yeah, that's what I said. You take care of the business of the church first. And then you're going to have a surplus, right?
Well, that's different.
The surplus that you have is to help your community. Because if you take care of all your bills, church is keeping every week. Okay. Your congregation, if they're doing what they are supposed to do, and they're paying their tithes, paying their offering, you pay the bills for that building. Then whatever is left over goes into an account. Well, it goes into the account from day one, I would think. So then you pay your bill, and then you know what's left. And as time to time, because it's not every single week, somebody's going to come to you probably and say, oh, I need help. Or you could prioritize, where which you say, okay, this family needed help last week. Okay.
Well, that's different. If the family help, you can help them if you have the money.
I think we're getting all lost in this, because you seems like you on a different level that I'm not even understanding what you're saying right now. I'll be honest with
I
you.
don't know what you're saying.
Exactly. So let's try to understand what each other is trying to say then. So let me hear what you're saying.
Are you?
Because it seems like you disagree with everything I say,
I'm not.
and you're not really, putting yourself across in a clear way either. So let me hear what you're saying.
Because you're saying we already have all our savings and stuff already. And if we have extra money, yeah, if somebody comes to you, you can help them. I'm not saying no about that. If that's what you're trying to ask.
I'm listening to you. I'm trying to hear what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I say. You can help them.
Okay, so I've been saying the same thing. So I don't understand, where is the disconnect? I'm trying to understand where is the disconnect. The mic is not talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm trying to understand the disconnect.
There's no disconnect.
Obviously, there's a disconnect. So I'm trying to understand what you're coming across with.
I understand
What do you understand?
the question that you asked.
And what was the question?
If you have a certain amount of money and you already have everything that you've done already, and you have a surplus amount of money left, would you help another family?
That wasn't the question.
So what's the question?
The question was, do you think that the church is there to help, pretty much help families, whether in the church or out of the church? Once you take care of whatever bills you need to take care of, and you have surplus can help, should you help outside or the family inside the church?
That's why I said yes. You can help them.
Okay. Aaron,
Yep.
Me too.
I'm listening.
What do you mean?
Charmin, I'm listening.
I don't have anything to say.
Okay, so you don't have anything to say.
Me
Okay.
too.
What you have to say, Chloe?
I agree with them.
Okay.
And you. Both
Okay.
of you. I don't know which one to agree with, but I think I agree.
How about you agree with whoever you think or whatever you think is right? It's not to agree or disagree. That's number one. That's what I always say. It's your opinion, how you feel. It's not about me. I'm not asking you to agree with me or disagree with me. It's definitely not about me. We are discussing the Bible. How do you feel? It's not about daddy. Forget me. It's not about me. It's about the word. We are trying to understand the word. So it's never about me when we discussing the Bible. I could tell you how I see it, how I interpret. But you guys are the ones who are coming up in this world. And I'm asking you guys, what do you think? Because this ain't going anywhere. This going to be with you when you grow up. The same words going to be there. So if you don't understand it from now, when you grow older, you might understand it a little better then. Or you might interpret in a different way as you start going out in the world, doing different things in the world, then it might mean something different to you. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
What you guys think?
Well,
Ethan, I don't need that, I don't, the face expression, I don't need it. I'm asking you a question.
Can you restate the question?
Obviously, your mind look like you're not even here tonight.
I am. It's just.
Go ahead, Aaron. I'm listening.
well,
Go ahead, Aaron. I'm listening.
to me, how I see the Bible is that when I see it, I'm just looking at past events.
Past event, so you don't see nothing that. By the way, how did that come in here? How did that even come? What we talking about? I didn't ask you what do you see in the Bible. But since you're there, no problem. Because sometimes the Spirit might lick you somewhere in which that's what He wants you to talk about. Maybe. I don't know. So, you don't see anything that is current when you read
Oh yeah, I do.
in the Bible?
I do see stuff that is current, but
No, because you just said all you see is past things that are past.
yeah, but some past things are occurring right now.
Like what?
Like, say for instance, the plague. The plague happened in the past and it's happening again.
What place?
Alright, well, you know what? We're going to put a...
Plagues. It's just that this is probably the biggest one, or the one that we're seeing right now. But there's been the Black Plague and other plagues that have happened.
Alright, we're going to put a wrap on it for tonight. I just want to say big up and thank you to all the first responders out there. Want to big up Miss Natoya. Big up these kids in front of me. It was a heavy discussion just now, but we need discussions like this. I want to say a big thank you to Miss Mert in Bible lesson. And that's pretty much it. Stay safe out there. You guys could end it.
Good night and have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Everything is going to be okay. I love you. You love me. Stay
Good
away
night.
from the coronavirus.